Israel is now having to clean up decades of the UN's failure in Lebanon. You may have seen videos showing Hezbollah fortifications, including tunnels, just 100 meters from bases of UNIFIL, the UN peacekeepers. Hezbollah drilled rock, brought supplies, and had terrorists coming in and out, all as UNIFIL watched, and did nothing for 18 years. Hezbollah attacked 25 times from near UNIFIL positions against Israel's people just over the past month. Some of those attacks were fatal. Yesterday, Iran's terror army in Lebanon launched a deadly mass casualty drone attack, killing 4 soldiers, injuring 51, from an area that UNIFIL was supposed to have disarmed. UNIFIL literally had one job. But UNIFIL didn't disarm Hezbollah. Instead, UNIFIL watched Hezbollah fortify southern Lebanon right under their noses. UNIFIL watched Hezbollah deploy tens of thousands of terrorists, hundreds of thousands of heavy weapons, rockets and missiles. And for the past year, UNIFIL watched Hezbollah rain hellfire on Israel's people. Since October 8, 2023, Hezbollah has fired 13,000 Iranian rockets, missiles and drones. 60,000 Israelis have fled their homes and run for their lives from Hezbollah's attacks, all as UNIFIL watched and did nothing. Now UNIFIL forces are refusing Israel's request to get out of the way to safety and leave the border area, as Israel cleans out the Hezbollah positions right under UNIFIL's noses. Now the UN accuses Israel of endangering UNIFIL lives. That's backwards. UNIFIL endangered Israeli lives. The UN is attacking Israel for disarming Hezbollah because UNIFIL failed to disarm Hezbollah and is responsible for Hezbollah's war on Israel's people. UN officials are attacking Israel because the only alternative is to admit that they failed to do their one job. We, the Israeli people, we didn't want to send our soldiers to disarm Hezbollah. We spent a whole year trying to avoid this war, warning Hezbollah, back off or we will have to push you away. We would rather the UN do it, like it was meant to do, under UN Security Council Resolution 1701. But it didn't, for 18 years. So we will. Not because we want to, but because nobody else will. A reminder, for those unfamiliar, what UN Security Council Resolution 1701 is and what it says UNIFIL is supposed to do. Resolution 1701 was adopted to end the 2006 war between Israel and Hezbollah. Hezbollah could begin that war because it operated as an armed group distinct from Lebanon's military. The UN Security Council knew that an end to the war meant an end to Hezbollah's ability to wage war. So the resolution called for the removal of Hezbollah from southern Lebanon and for its disarmament generally. And the UN strengthened UNIFIL, the UN peacekeepers, to do and enforce exactly that. 1701, paragraph 12, quote, authorizes UNIFIL to take all necessary action in areas of deployment of its forces and as it deems within its capabilities. And pay attention, here's an important point. UNIFIL is supposed to ensure that its area of operations is not utilized for hostile activities of any kind, to resist attempts by forceful means to prevent it from discharging its duties. That's a lot of legalese, so to be clear, UNIFIL's job under Security Council Resolution 1701 is to deny Hezbollah's ability to use southern Lebanon to attack Israel's people. Instead, UNIFIL allowed Hezbollah to use southern Lebanon as its base for attacks. Did UNIFIL ever sound the alarm that Hezbollah was growing stronger and more dangerous? Please, show me where. UNIFIL was passive. It allowed itself to be pushed around by Hezbollah. If UNIFIL had followed the resolution, there would be no war today. Instead, Israel is doing now what it must to end Hezbollah's war today and prevent Hezbollah's next war tomorrow. The reason that the Israeli military is operating so close to UNIFIL positions is because that's where Hezbollah built its positions. Hezbollah chose to put UN forces in danger. I hope that UN forces can get out of harm's way, because Israel has no desire to see anyone being harmed.